Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to the temple and welcome to the Bat Mitzvah of Araya. We are so excited for you and Mazal Tov to all your family. We begin our service singing Hinei Matov Umanaim, how good and how pleasant it is to be here together, spending Shabbat and celebrating a Bat Mitzvah together.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת עמים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת עמים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת עמים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת עמים גם יחד.
And we turn now to page 172 to sing together Matovu.
Turn to the bottom page of 178. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to engage with words of Torah. Adonai, our God, make the words of your Torah sweet to us, and to the house of Israel, your people, that we and our children may be lovers of your name and students of your Torah. We praise you, O God, teacher of Torah to our people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, hamlamei Torah lema le'amo Yisrael. Elu devarim she'ein lahem iur. These are things that are limitless, of which a person enjoys the fruit of the world, while the principle remains in the world to come. They are honoring one's father and mother, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study morning and evening, dealing graciously with guests, visiting the sick, providing for the wedding couple, accompanying the dead for burial, being devoted in prayer, and making peace among people. But the study of Torah encompasses them all. Please rise and turn to page 195. I'm nervous. Do I read that? Baruch et Adonai Hamavra, Baruch Adonai Hamavra Leolam Va'ed. Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due, now and forever. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer or uvrei choshe, oseh shalom urei et hakol. Hameir la'aretz v'ladarim alecha, bereshit u'tuvo mechadesh bechol, yom tamid. Ma'aseh bereshit marabu ma'asecha Adonai mulam b'chachama asita. Mala haaretz ki inyanecha titbaracha. Adonai Eloheinu al shevach ma'aseh yadecha ve'al me'orei or she'asita Yifa'arucha Sela, or Hadash al Tzion Ta'ir. V'nizkeh kulanu mehera le'orot, Baruch atah Adonai yotzer hamarot. Please join me. The word is sunlight, restoring the soul, rejoicing the heart, bringing light to the eyes, more welcome than gold. A Torah from heaven, I have no light to give the morning. My Torah, my special human gift, is words. As I bring my words forth from silence, welcome them, you who redeems the sun from darkness. Baruch atah Adonai yotzer hamarot. Turn to page 199. O God, inspiration and guide for all, you have spoken in 1,000 tongues for us to hear. In every land and every age, your children have heard you and imagined you in separate ways. And yet, O God, you are the one unifier of humanity. We give thanks for the sages and teachers who bring us understanding of your will. Gratefully, we recall the lawgivers and prophets, the psalmists and sages of Israel. And joyfully we remember that from the dawn of Israel's life, we would turn to you and find purpose. May the teachings of our ancestors live on in our lives, and their passion for righteousness stir our hearts. Help us to live so that our daily conduct reveals the beauty and wisdom of your truth. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'hamo Yisrael b'ahava. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Baruch Shem Kivol Malchuto L'olam Va'ed. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
You may be seated. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, v'chol levacha, uv'chol nadshecha, uv'chol mehodecha, v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzaucha hayom, al levacha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta, bam v'shiv techa, beveshtecha uvlechetecha, vaderech uvshotecha umecha, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובפי שעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיו והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command you on this day shall be upon your heart, shall be upon your heart. And you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up, and when you rise up, and you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates, that you may remember and follow my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
Turn to page 203 as we read together. Sing the song of men and women, joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles and earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, and now quiet and content. Her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
Mi kamocha bailim Adonai, mi kamocha nedan bakodesh, nora tehilot, osefele, osefele. Mi kamocha bailim Adonai, mi kamocha nedan bakodesh.
Please rise as we turn to page 205 for the tefillah. She's going to sing.
Adonai,
Atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yizchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora Al Elon Gomel Hasak Hasadim Tovim V'Honei Hakol V'Zocher Hasdei Avot V'imaot Umevi Geula Livnei V'Nechem Lema'an Shemo Behava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagain Baruch Atah Adonai Magain Havraham Ve'ezrat Sarah. Source of all being, we turn to you as did our people in ancient days. They beheld you in the heavens, they felt you in their hearts, they sought you in their lives, their quest is ours. Help us to see the wonder of being. Give us the courage to search for truth. Teach us the path to a better life. So shall we, by our lives and our labors, bring near the world we envision, one of justice, freedom, and peace. Baruch Atah Adonai, Magain Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah.
We read together on the next page. You are the open door that beckons me in. Peeking around the door frame, I begin to enter into your glory. You move me forward, O Eternal, to step beyond self-made boundaries. Lift my foot over the threshold that I might abide with you. In the house of the Eternal, I found my questions waiting to be posed. They filled me with wonder. Sit with me, eternal teacher. Encourage my seeking. As I fill my hours with your mitzvot, so shall I be filled. Send me through your door, stretching up to honor your name, sharing out this wonder, enriching myself in the given. Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol.
Nekadesh et Shema Ha'olam, Kashem Shema Shishima, Tobish Memrom, Kakatu Aliyan Nebiyacha, Vikaram Zaveh Ve'amar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzivaot, Melech Ol Haaretz, Kivono, Adir Adirenu Adonai Adonenu, Ma'adir Shimcha B'kol Haaretz, Baruch Kivon Adonai Minkomo. Echad Eloheinu,
all generations we will make known your greatness, and to all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated, everyone. You can turn now to page 216 for the blessing for Shalom. O God, may we never become complacent, faltering in our effort to build a world of peace. Let the nations know and understand that justice and right are better than dominion and conquest. May all come to see that it is not by might nor by power, but by your Spirit that life prevails. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael, bashalom.
Sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom,
take a moment now for a silent prayer. We all need healing and courage and strength in our lives, in the life of everyone that is dear to us. The Misha Berach, the prayer for courage and strength and healing, is on page 253. Please rise now as we turn to page 244 for Seder Kriyat Torah, the order of reading from the Torah. Our tradition teaches us that Moses received the Torah on top of Mount Sinai, and Moses then passed on the Torah to Joshua, his loyal student, and then Joshua passed the Torah to the prophets, they passed it on to the elders, and they passed it on to the people of the great assembly. And since the time of Moses till your bat mitzvah Araya, the Torah has been passed on for thousands of years, from one generation to the next, from one generation to the next. We're going to do a symbolic passing of the Torah from your grandmother to your mother and your father to your parents, and then to your older and wiser sister, Kenya, which is not only in this, I don't want to embarrass Kenya publicly, but in this case, not only your older sister, but also your teacher. Because I'm sure many of you know that Araya is a star in gymnastics. She's a real gymnast, I think is the word. Did I pronounce it correctly? And she has a very tough schedule, so she was very lucky that one of the best teachers in our religious school and Hebrew school happens to be her older sister who pulled her weight and made herself flexible and possible for Araya to learn and to be prepped in between winning medals for her achievements in gymnastics. So Kenya is going to literally give the Torah to her younger sister. So let's go down for that.
Prayer for Bat Mitzvah. Our God and God of our ancestors, I stand before the sacred assembly, proclaiming that I choose to be a part of the people of Israel, a part of its heritage and its fate, bound by its commandments. Give me strength to follow your path and to be a source of pride to my family, my community, and my people. How greatly we are blessed, how good is our portion, how pleasant our lot, and how beautiful our heritage. Blessed we are when we sanctify your name and declare, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Can you read this? Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
Baruch Adonai Hamra Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amin. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Now to the Torah. Go.
Va'edaber Adonai El Moshe Limor. Daber El Aharon. Ve'el Panav Limor. Ko tivarchu et b'nei Yisrael. Amor lachem. Yivarechecha Adonai v'shimurecha. Yi'ar Adonai Panav alecha. V'hunecha asher Adonai Panav alecha v'shim lecha. Shalom. V'shamor et shemi al b'nei Yisrael v'yeni varechem.
Now the translation. You can follow the translation in the handouts that you all have.
The Eternal One spoke to Moses, speak to Aaron and his sons. Thus shall you bless the people of Israel. Say to them, the Eternal bless you and protect you. The Eternal deal kindly and graciously with you. The Eternal bestow divine favor upon you and grant your peace. Thus they shall link my name with the people of Israel, and I will bless them. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah. Amen. V'chayei olam nanta te bitochenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל. וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל. על פי אדוני ביד משה, ביד משה. על פי אדוני ביד משה.
Please turn to page 254. Our Haftarah portion is taken from the book of Judges, chapter 13, beginning with verse 2. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar bin v'yim tovim v'ratza b'divreihem haneharim ve'amet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah uv'choshe havdo uv'Yisrael amo uv'in v'yim ha'amet v'tzedek. Vayi is echad mitera mimis pahat hadani ushmo ma'ano ha vishto akara velo yala va'era malach Adonai el ha-isha va'yomer eleha inei na et akara velo yalat v'harit v'yalat bain Ve'ata ishamri na ve'al tishti yayin. V'shechar ve'al tochli chel tameh. Ki hinach hara ve'olat vein umora lo yahaleh. Al rosho ki nivi Elohim Adonai hanar min habartem vihu yahel leoshia et Yisrael mied pelishtim.
You can follow the translation in the blue handout.
And there was a man for Zorah from the clan of the Danit, and his name was Manoah. And his woman was barren, she had borne no child. And a messenger of God appeared to the woman and said to her, Look, pray, you are barren and have borne no child, but you shall conceive and bear a son. And now guard yourself, pray and drink no wine or strong drink, and eat no unclean thing. For you are about to conceive and bear a son, and no razor shall touch his head. For the lad shall be a Nazarite of God from the womb. And he shall begin to rescue Israel from the hand of the Philistines. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, tzor chal ha'olamim, tzadik, b'chol hadorot ha'el, hane aman, ha'omer, v'oseh, hamdaber, kayem, Shechol devara amet vatzedek. Al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al hanviim ve'al yom hashabat hazeh. Shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu Likdusha v'lim nucha lechovot utifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umvarchim otach yitvarach shimcha Vifi chal cha tamid leolam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Amen. I know your speech.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you all for coming to my bat mitzvah. My Torah portion is about God telling Moses to speak to Aaron and his sons and tell him what the proper way is to bless the people of Israel. We use this blessing called the priestly benediction till today. We use it during life cycle celebration, so the Rabbi blessed both me and my sister Kenya when we were named. And that is the blessing the Rabbi blessed Kenya with in her bat mitzvah and will bless me in my bat mitzvah. That makes it very special and personal. The blessing is promising us that God will protect and deal kindly with a grace with the people of Israel. One of the things that is important to me in my Torah portion is the promise that God will always protect me and God will grant me peace. The way the blessing is full with hope and trust and faith in God is important to me. Having a bat mitzvah is important to me. When my sister, had her bat mitzvah, I was thinking about how cool this is and that this is something that people do not forget. I like the idea that you get to speak in front of a crowd, including my family and friends, and the idea that friends will hear me lead a service in Hebrew, the language of our people and the language of the Bible, was especially important to me. I wanted my friends to understand and watch how I express my culture and what it means to be a Jew. I know it is a memorable event and an experience many people will always remember. For me, becoming a bat mitzvah is about how you began your journey of becoming an adult. It is about becoming more responsible and kinder, and things start to make more sense to you than before. I would like to thank my mom in Kenya and my dad and the rest of my family and friends for supporting and trusting me throughout a lot of things. They are always by my side when something is wrong or when I'm upset about a lot of things. My family are there. My mom is supportive when it comes to helping me or what I should do about a problem or helping me with clothes. I would like to also thank my sister Kenya for talking to me even if I don't feel like it, or when I have a secret I don't want to tell, I always go to her for it. So thank you for that, Kenya. Another person is my dad. He is very helpful because he will listen when no one else will understand, when others don't. Yeah, for telling me everything is okay. I really appreciate that from you. Next family member is Bubby. Bubby loves to give compliments and good positivity moods when I do something good, and she is supportive when I do something that I think is successful. Bubby and I don't talk as much as I do with a lot of people, or we are kind of awkward towards each other, but I feel like we are just like that. I want to thank Zadie for always supporting me no matter what it is, and acting like everything is okay when I'm freaking out, or being laid back about everything. Zadie and I don't talk as much either, but that is okay. I feel like we connect in different ways. I want to also thank my dog, Pearl, for making me smile every time I walk in the door. Lastly, my gym friends are super supportive of me and encouraging. They respect me and who I am as a person. They are always excited for me when I have something new, and they are very respectful in whatever it is that I'm doing. Thank you for that. Same goes to my school friends for making me laugh and have a good time. One more thing is music and K-pop that are people that I connect with. And when I'm feeling down, all I do is listen carefully to their music or watch funny moments, and it makes my whole day. Thank you, everyone, for everything. Love you all so much.
Thank you. You did a great job.
Thank you.
And Mazel Tov. I want to thank you for leading the service. I want to thank you for reading from the Torah and reading from the Haftarah, and then teaching us from what you have learned. And I hope that this experience of becoming a bat mitzvah will be to you not just a cool thing, but something that you will treasure and learn from. Usually we say to bar and bat mitzvah students, you've seen that working hard pays because you achieved, and that's a great lesson for life. But you already know that. You have to really work hard in order to do your gymnastics, and you know that you won't win those medals if you don't work hard. So I want to speak to you about something else, something that is in your Hebrew name. Your Hebrew name is Ariela, and that name was given to you not when you were a little baby, but I don't remember exactly how old you were. You were either 2 or 3 years old when you had the naming, so it wasn't really a baby naming, together with Kenya, your older and wiser beloved sister. Ariela means two things. Ari means lion. It's the symbol of the tribe of Judah. You can see it here if you look carefully on the chairs, so you could say that, no, only on those 4 chairs, so you can say that your name is here at the sanctuary. You can also see it inside the ark on some of the ornaments of the Torah, because that's an important symbol for us. And Ariel is also a name of an angel. So you're not only a lion, you're also an angel. And on top of that, it's one of the names of the most beautiful city in the world, the city of Jerusalem, the sacred city of our people. So you have all those things in your name, and they actually are kind of fitting, because you are a very strong person. And as you said in your speech, the presence of the divine spirituality is important to you. I'm not sure if you're an angel, that I need to ask your parents and sister, but hopefully you're working on the angelic side and becoming always a better person. And the other thing I wanted to say to you has to do with your Torah portion. Your Torah portion is the best that there could be. It's the priestly benediction. It asks for God to always guard and protect you. It asks for God to be present in your life and to deal with you graciously, and hopefully those things will happen in your lifetime, and you will feel the presence of God in your life. And it asks for God to be in your life and to grant you shalom, peace and wellness and wholeness. But there's another thing of that blessing. There's a missing piece in your Torah portion that we add, and I said it to you in your naming, and I'm going to say it to you again now. Before saying there's an addition that we say, if it's a boy, may you be like Ephraim and Menashe, and if it's a girl, a woman, we say, may you be like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. And one would think that we're asking you to look at our ancestors as role model, but it's actually something else. Because that blessing was said to Ephraim and Menashe, may you be like Ephraim and Menashe. So what we're actually asking you, or asking God for you, is may you be like Araya, or like Ariela, which means may you be true to what you ought to be. May you be true to the essence of who you are. And you're such a wonderful person. So I really hope that not only that all those blessings will be fulfilled in your life, but I want you to grow and change as all people want, people that they like to grow and change and evolve. But I hope that you will always be true to who you really are and to the essence of who you really are, and that part will not change, it will not be evolving and different, just maybe better, more of Ariela, more of Araya. And with that in mind, I want to share the blessing with you, just like we did in your naming, just that you were not standing that high at that time. So if you can turn towards me, and I want to say to you, Yevarchech Adonai ve'yishmerech. May Adonai always guard you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elaich ve'yichunech. May God's face always shine towards you, and may God deal graciously with you. Yisa Adonai panav elaich ve'yasem lach shalom. May God grant you the most important blessing of all, the blessing of shalom. And I said it in a little bit different than the way that Araya read it from the Torah, because it's in the male form in the Torah, and I blessed you in the female form. So it's not, if you've noticed the differences, none of us were mistaken. And I want to also, and that is kind of an hint to everyone else. There is no bat mitzvah without gifts. So there are some gifts here for you. So we have a tzedakah box with your name on it and the date. So I don't know if it's identical to the one that Kenya has, because we keep changing the style, so it could be identical. To remind you always that the community needs you and there are things that you can do to help. We have the Hebrew Bible, so you will know that learning is an important part in our culture, and hopefully you'll continue to learn as you grow. We have a book from the Jewish Community Center about Jewish values, and we have a gift from the Jewish Family and Career Services for the community service, the Mitzvah project that you did, and we have a lot of certificates for you. So, Mazel Tov and good luck, and now we have an anthem for you.
Oh.
You can see. Our fourth turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation, whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. On this Shabbat, we remember especially Joshua Fink, Raymond Allen Sr., J. Dean Custer, James Robert Dworin, Archie Landy, Henry Louie, Jake Ruby, Lester Shakin, Martin Zukov, Rita Bugorski, Alice Morgulan, Sheila Phillips, Lisette Rosen, Ruth Levitt Friedman, Dini Atlas, Samuel Franklin, Berta Newman, George Price, Williamina Johanna Maria Van Veek, Harry Zukov, Robert Levine, Sidney Schneider, Elaine Enoch Ziporen, Caroline Wartime, William Bledsoe, Phil Brodnex, Lonnie Falk, John Harlan, Najla Aswad, Mary Greenwald, Edward Ornstein, Alan Samuel, Theodore Segal, Charles Weisberg, Ann Weston, Fanny Lerman Zachariah, Alexander G. O'Brien, and in recent days, Bibi Weinstein, Charlene Abrams. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. With the blessed memories from our loved ones in our hearts, We rise as we turn to page 294 for the Mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלם הרבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. זיכרונם לברכה, may the memory of our loved ones come to be a blessing and a benediction to us all. Amen. Our closing song is Od Yavo Shalom. We ask God to bring peace on all humanity.
Find this on page 353.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam Shalom. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam Shalom. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam Shalom. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam Shalom. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kulam.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Mazal tov to Araya, and before we leave, Kenya and Araya will lead us with the blessing over the bread. So we will all go to, we can all go to lunch. There's no lunch here.
Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu
Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, now you have to eat from it.
There you go. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.